Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bright and welcome to something new. I have been looking out for this game for a while now. It is called Alder's Blood. And I will admit I haven't followed the information about it too closely because I didn't want much in the way of spoilers, but the general premise is that we are hunters dealing with horrible, horrible things. Let's see, enabling the quick start setting will skip the tutorial. We recommend playing through the tutorial at least once as it opens the storyline of the game. Wait, hang on. Do we have... Well, we can turn the volume down just a little bit to make sure people can hear. Alright. Alright, we'll...
Is there a crime more reviled than the slaughter of kin? What about the slaughter of a god? The rotting corpse of our father curses these lands. It must be done. I will reckon with the consequences in time. Finally, my search leads me to a hilltop riddled with shrines. The crown. This is where it all ends.
Oh boy. This is just kind of sad. We're in the tutorial and it just says this is where it ends. Not a good start. Not a good start.
At last the crown is in sight. My journey's end draws near. Just a stretch more road to take, along with the lives of the last few creatures she hides. Then we shall rest, Father. Then we shall have peace.
To move Duke, select any space. As long as you move within a standard movement range, Duke will not tire himself. Duke can move freely, making as many adjustments as desired, so long as it doesn't exceed the white border of his movement range. However, every node he travels decreases the remaining number of nodes in his range by 1. Movement stat governs the movement range of hunters. Okay. So this is Duke. Move in here.
It would be wise to avoid unwanted attention. These patches of tall grass should conceal me well enough.
Moving through tall grass or bushes hides hunters from any sight. This special type of terrain is highlighted purple on hover and grants concealment. But beware, only silent actions will keep hunters hidden, even in concealment. Clever hunters surmount overwhelming odds in the battlefield by the virtue of tactical concealment. Moving through the bushes will require Duke to move further than his movement stat would allow. This is an extra movement range. Moving outside the highlight will start to remove stamina tabs. The further you move, the more stamina tabs it will cost. Hunters with larger stamina stat will naturally be better at traversing in the extra movement range, thus has diminishing returns the more it is used. Okay, so let's see what... So we see his health, we also see his... thing. Okay.
One clean shot should put the creature down, albeit loudly. I pray none of its allies lurk nearby.
Let's see, to initiate range combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. This opens a targeting menu, highlighting available targets within range and line of sight. The burning blood of the hunter's line grants them uncanny focus and reflexes, and a shot that a hunter makes in battle will never miss its mark. Select the enemy you want to target and open fire with the shoot button. Caution, most ranged weapons are loud and will alert enemies within a certain radius of your position. The audible radius for each weapon is found on the item description beside the sound icon. Okay, so select loud shot. Target selected and shoot. Begone, foul demon! Alright, and apparently you want us to come here.
Curses. The wind wheels against me. Any closer and this brute will catch my scent. Perhaps, if I'm swift, I can make enough ground to shake the trail before he finds it.
When moving through the battlefield, always mind the wind direction. Hunters' scents are carried on the wind, so it is best to keep downwind of your prey. Any idle monsters you discover a hunter's scent will immediately become alerted and investigate the source of the smell on its next turn. A word to the wise. Beastly noses are keen and cruel. If a monster thinks to sniff you out, you'd best be on your way swiftly. Okay. Alright.
Another one. Could it be they're drawn to your corpse? No matter. These beasts are simple. A thrown pebble would distract them enough to sneak past.
Throwing a pebble can change the direction of idle enemies. Monsters caught in the area of effect will hear its impact, turn in that direction, and investigate it on their next turn. There is no limit to the number of pebbles you can use, as hunters can grab them from the ground. Alerted enemies will ignore pebbles. Okay. So about here? And see, this path grows unpredictable the further it ascends. Best catch my breath while I have the chance. Alright, end turn. Okay. So you're searching for me but didn't find anything. Still looking. Distracted by pebble.
Almost to the top. This clearing swarms with fiends. Perhaps a quiet approach is ideal. I should ready my blade before moving in.
Hunters can carry 2 weapons on any mission, 1 large weapon and a sidearm. They can switch between these freely at any time. Employing a variety of combat options allows hunters to solve problems more creatively. Keep multiple damage types in rotation to negate monster resistances and weaknesses. To navigate monster resistances. Okay, so swapping to a sword.
A fine opening for my rapier. I should press the advantage while its back is exposed.
To initiate melee combat, select the corresponding ability on the ability bar. Click on a node adjacent to an enemy to move in a striking position. Attacks drain stamina, so be sure you have enough before you commit to one. Attack unaware enemies from behind with a small weapon to perform a backstab. Backstabbing an enemy immediately downs them, draining all their stamina and rendering them vulnerable to banishment. Okay, so sword. Here. Here. Down you go.
My ambush has brought the beast to its knees. It is vulnerable to banishing. Not the most elegant solution, but I have little choice.
Down enemies can be banished from the physical plane by an invocation of an old hunter's rite. To do this, first move to a node adjacent to a down enemy, then select Banish from the ability bar and target your foe. Be careful as this action drains 3 tabs of stamina. A rush of power, to be sure, but power corrupts, and wise hunters know that such victories always come with a cost. Alright, immediately finish him off.
Ugh, my skin crawls. Such rituals invoke the darkness too intimately for my liking. The deed is done. My destination is close at hand.
Okay.
Finally, the summit. I'm here at long last, Father. Now where are...
I do not think things went well. Welcome to Elder's Blood. Greetings, Hunter. Welcome to the Cradle, and welcome to Elder's Blood. From here on out, you will play as chief, the leader of a small hunting company. Your party is loyal to you, and they will place their lives in your hands. It will be by the virtue of your orders whether they find valor or death on the battlefield. On the road. It was 3 months ago when Duke left, suddenly, without word, note, or warning. We don't know why, but we know this land is cruel. He won't make it far on his own, and I won't lose him now. For weeks we've stalked his tracks, and they led us to a desolate hill in the Exiles' Wastes, a place called the Crown. What did Duke hope to find here, other than a pile of weathered stones?
Chief?
Let's see. Maxwell Blair. Should we set up camp here, Chief? Yes, but send Rexnor on lookout duty. We are strangers in the wastes, and we don't need any surprises. How's Hugo?
Damn it.
Not good, Chief. The corruption spreads within him, but he's still with us. Keep an eye on him, alright?
Aye, aye.
Will do, Chief. Your caravan of hunters will travel the land through various regions, towns, and wilds. Right now, your party wanders the Exiles' Wastes. A long day's journey lies behind you, and a litany of unknowns ahead. It would be wise to set up camp before making any more ground. Click the camp button at the bottom left corner of the screen. So let's see. Equipment, camp. We also have codex and faction loyalty. But camp. A hunter's work is never done. Even while camping, your party will stay vigilant, and you can manage them to complete camp tasks. There are many crucial and beneficial duties that hunters may perform during this time, including guarding, resource scavenging, crafting, and mending their wounds. To view and adjust work assignments, click visit the job board. Job board, let's see. Let's see a list of hunters currently in your caravan and what camping tasks they have assigned. To modify or swap these, click the icon of the job you want to switch. Each task has a unique effect on the campsite. These details are given on the right. Alright, for now, go ahead and set Renee's job to guarding. This will safeguard the camp against enemy ambushes. Let the others rest. The pursuit of Duke has been taxing, and the road stretches long ahead in tomorrow's moonlight. Please finalize your choices and progress to the next day by selecting the campfire. So, right now, you're guarding, so let's have a quick... Just having a quick look here. Ah, I see. So the ambush chance goes down from 48% to 24% because we have someone actually guarding. Let's see. Oh, it seems you're on crafting. The rest of you can rest. Okay. And we'll wait a day. So we've spent some food and back.
Ready, sir.
On the road. Everyone is up and ready, Chief. Good. Get them saddled. We'll leave for the Crown at once.
Aye, aye.
Do you think Duke could still be there? I hope against all hope, my friend. Embark. Current objective is talk to Duke and the Crown. Let's have a look-see. This is a full map of the continent. From this menu, you can select a destination for the caravan by clicking on a region. Tracking efforts suggest that Duke has made his way to the Crown. That is your next objective. Set a course to begin the journey. Keep in mind, traveling such distances is no trivial commitment. It will take 1 day to arrive in an adjacent region. Let's see, so we're in the Wastes. So we see what stuff they've got. Okay, so probably resources to be taken into account. Exiles are the lowest caste of humans in society, or more precisely, outside of society. They possess no rights and bear no duties for the common good. Despite their name, the Exiles' Wastes are not ruled over, nor even inhabited by exiles. When a citizen is condemned to exile, he or she is thrown out into the wastes to wander in solitary penance. This function alone inspired the region's current name. Endless mounds and hills stretch in every direction towards the horizon, said to be the graves of a long-dead kingdom. But no one seems to know or care much about their history now. And here we have the crown, which also doesn't have a lot going for it, honestly. The tallest hill and highest point in the Exile Wastes is known as the Crown. Rings of ancient monoliths adorn its peak. Countless fables and folktales recall forbidden rituals at the summit. Outsiders are frightened of it. They use it as a landmark to navigate through the wastes, but typically keep a wide berth when traveling past. It is unclear whether the fear came before the stories or the other way round, but now they are one and the same, and the crown is imprinted as an imposing and accursed sight in the public perception. Some scholars have positioned that the crown spires are formed not of stone but of wood. Petrified alder trees, they write, share many key properties with the ancient monoliths. Let's see, it's going to cost us some food to travel, but that's fine. Let's see, we'll consume 12 food on the way. It'll take a day. Let's go. Duke. Duke.
Chief.
What? Who? It's me, Chief. By the father, what happened to you? Ethan, Maxwell, get under his arms. You've got to get him out of here. So tired. Horrors unceasing. Some hours later. It's hard to look at the hollow shell that Duke has become. Once the greatest of our kin, now a broken blind man. What horrors rendered his condition so? And what fools let him ride out alone?
Chief.
I have to say I'm impressed, Chief. How did you find me all the way out here? Why did you leave, Duke?
Yes.
Hasn't anyone ever told you it's unkind to answer a question with a question? Yes, you did, but we could have helped you. Why did you go alone?
No.
No, Chief, you couldn't have helped me. You are not ready. What do you mean?
I don't think so.
You are bound by your loyalties, your responsibilities, duties, to protect the humans who despise us and defend a world that plots against us. Tell me, Chief, has it ever dawned on you that we might hold a higher purpose? Our old duties were but a distraction.
Master Hunters!
Help, help, monster hunters, please come quickly, they are almost upon us. Charles? What is it? Speak clear, boy.
Beasts!
Beasts have attacked. The inn, King's Rest, near the crossroads. Go, brother. Your duties await you. You're coming with me. And what use am I in this story state? You are a part of this family whether you like it or not, and I won't leave behind my own.
Dear sirs.
Sirs, please, we need to hurry. Lead the way, boy. Fulfill contract in the inn. Unwelcome guests. Mission type, assassination. Oh wait, we got a new thing. Welcome to the mission briefing. Within this scene you will find the details for the next mission, its objectives, and potential rewards. On the right you can select which hunters to include in this mission. You can also quickly access hunters' equipment and change their gear. When you're ready to initiate the mission, hit the start mission button. Let's see. I've got corruption, but I'm not entirely sure what the hell that is. Because it's rising in Hugo here. But I'm not sure about the rest. Negligible in the rest, but... Let's see, unwelcome guest, mission type assassination. Monsters have gathered at the gates of the King's Rest Inn. Even from afar you can hear the banging of a hammer boarding up the windows. The men and women inside are trapped, and they won't stand a chance. We are their only hope. So these are our potential rewards, I think. do we have equipment? Let's see. From this panel you can choose the stats and resistances that your party view the path and resistances and change their equipments. The more experienced hunters become, the more likely it is that their stats will change. On the right you'll see any weapons, charms, and items held by the current hunter. Selecting a slot will allow you to modify its contents. Each hunter is equipped with a large weapon in its primary and a smaller sidearm in the secondary. In order to maximize their alcricity, hunters wear charms in lieu of armor. Charms are small trinkets imbued with powerful effects to bolster the hunter's statistics and resistances. As hunters rise in level, they gain more charm slots. An equipped charm cannot be unequipped, but it can be replaced by a new charm. Caution, the original charm will be consumed in the process. Items often make the key difference between wise and foolish hunters, as well as between life and death. Think of these as general tools for the hunt. Items vary from medical supplies to throwing knives. Read items' descriptions to learn more about individual effects and use cases. When a hunter completes all of an item's charges on a mission, the item is immediately consumed. Okay. So we can change your... Oh, we can... Interesting. So we can actually change their names and stuff. Change their names, change colors, change their skin, change the portrait. Nice. Let's see, Casada. Let's see, eats to restore health. It gives 20 health. You know what? We might as well... I guess it doesn't really matter because it's both the same weapon. I'm not sure how to... I'm not sure how to remove the damn thing. Let's see, we can also have charms we can give. Let's see, yeah, we can give you a wild charm. Okay, because you've only got melee weapons, so you being able to move a little bit further makes sense. Maxwell. Yeah, we'll give you Soldier's Charm. Give you some more health to play with. You also have throwing knives. Good to know. And a proper hunting blade. Good. And finally, Renor. I'm happy to start changing... I'm happy to start to actually change some bloody Hunter's Charm. Reduces distance travel by their odor. Okay. Why not? I'm happy to start to basically have name hunters after subscribers and all that. And we might do that in the future, but for this original mission, we might as well see who survives it, honestly. Alright. Welcome guests. So this is us. The beasts are attacking the gate. Quickly, you must go. We won't throw our lives away with a frontal assault. The beasts are many, and we are but few. Kill the pack leaders and the rest will disperse. See these big ones? These are our quarry. The rest are unimportant. Look, this one's back is exposed. The perfect opportunity to strike. Be sure it doesn't see us or smell us before the moment comes. Being spotted by a monster may trigger a reaction from that monster. If a hunter is spotted while moving, they will immediately stop and the creature's reaction will play out. This could be an attack, or in case of the Shrieker, a jarring screech that triggers further monster's reactions. Use pebbles to alter the direction your foes are facing and approach targets from behind. Indicators underneath each monster's feet displays their stats. Grey, idle, is unaware, yellow is alert and searching, and red, engaged, ready to attack. Little arrows indicate the way each monster is facing. Remember, a backstab with a small weapon will down any standard enemy and render them vulnerable to banished.
Ready.
Honestly,
It's already dead.
Characters inflicted with bleed will lose 20 health at the beginning of each turn. Bleeding combats are also weak to spirit damage. Cure bleed by applying bandages. Let's see.
Getting into hiding.
Okay, you can hide.
You are dead.
You can also hide.
Here. You are dead. Hiding.
And hidden. Right.
Ready when you are, Chief. It's already dead.
Alright, we stunned you. Ah, that's probably because we've moved into bloody. They can now smell us.
You are dead.
But it's dead now. Alright, there should be one more, but where is he? Sometimes to finish the mission you need to finish an objective rather than killing monsters. There are 3 objective types: move, activate, and pick up. Your next objective is to move to the points with the shoe icon on it. Just walk towards it and see what happens.
Vanishing. I see one, Chief.
Alright, look out, Shrieker ahead. Their kind may appear unimpressive, but their screeches will alert nearby monsters to our position and draw waves of unwanted attention. This is not our true prey. Let's distract it and focus on the brawlers. Alright.
They won't see me there.
So we're after the brawler, but the young Shriek is there.
Going in. I'm here, Chief. And now you can't see me. Ready. Going for a kill.
Alright, so that's...
Vanishing.
Oops.
You have my attention.
Oh, there's no...
Huh?
Oh. Weird.
You have my attention.
Okay, so you're good now.
Going for a kill.
Let's see, let's distract both of you. Get you pointing that way.
A monster. You have my attention.
Alright.
I'm
Actually,
here,
hang
Chief.
on. Yes, we can get the shot off.
It's already dead.
Okay, you're stunned.
And
We'll
now you can't
hide
see me.
here.
You have my attention. Going
You
in.
know what? Just
Going in.
might as well just finish it off so it's dead.
You have my attention. Vanishing. Going in.
And reload. Ah. I see, you don't want to run out of stamina, because running out of stamina means bad things.
Make a wish. It's already dead.
Means you're vulnerable to
And
being
now you can't see me.
attacked.
Ready.
And might as well finish
Going
you.
in. Dead.
Well done, the leaders are slain. The horde will disperse momentarily. Mission successful. We also knocked out a Shrieker, which is good. Okay. Be quick about it, aye? It is a hunter's eternal duty to protect mankind, but a bit of gratitude has never hurt the cause. Your hunting party may receive items, weapons, charms, or resources as rewards for completing missions and quests. Mission rewards can be previewed in the mission briefing window. Hover over the icon for more details. So let's see, they've gained some experience. Nice. Let's see, Blueprint Hunter's Pistol, Blueprint Hunter's Hunting Nets, Blueprint Double-Barreled Shotgun. We also have some silver, some hunting materials, and just experience. With the last brawler dead, the remaining vermin fled as expected. Soon afterwards, the inn gates swung open. We were met at the door by the leveled muzzle of a shotgun and a firm scowl of an old crone, suggesting she was unafraid to use it. I'd wager it wouldn't have been her first time.
Finally.
Finally, someone with a head on his shoulders. Please, take this. I won't be needing it anymore. Thank you, Miss... Oh, she gave us a shotgun. Nice. Oh, just call me Ruth. Wait, is that... Duke?
My lady.
Hello, Ruth. You two know each other?
Yes.
Indeed. Ruth has been a friend for many moons. Patched my wounds a time or two. Oh, so Ruth is a friend now, is she? The way I would tell it, I play more the savior. Watching you crawl your way back from every hunt more beaten than the last. Tell me, friend, where did the wind take you this time? Running about the wilds with no word to your allies. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing this fool back to me. Please rest your legs for a bit. I need a moment to bandage Duke. I dare say he looks worse than I would have imagined. The floorboards creak as Ruth helps Duke limp out of sight. After a moment, their footsteps pause. Ruth screams, "What do you mean you can't see? I've known Duke for years, but after all that's happened today, I feel he is a stranger to me. Did he really hide so much? Or did I ask so little? I don't know what to do next. There's a young woman, Cora, who wants to speak with us. Ruth claims she runs the place. An innkeeper hardly older than a child in a place like this. It is a mad time indeed." Ruth entrusted you a double-barreled shotgun. Unfortunately, it's damaged. You can use this opportunity to visit the crafting wagon and repair it. To do so, click on the crafting weapon wagon in your camp. The crafting wagon is a hub of a number of unique activities, best to pay it a visit sooner than later. Alright, so just quickly... Crafting wagon. Let's see, operate the crafting wagon to forge new items, weapons, and charms. To craft anything, hunters need certain resources. Current resource totals can be found in the top left corner. Mouse over one for more information. Left side of the screen shows your current held blueprints. Click on the blueprints for more details on the resulting item and its costs. Ready to begin? Add this project to your crafting queue with the craft button. This is a list of your active build requests. To start working on a crafting queue, assign at least one hunter to the crafting task. Remember the job board panel? You can assign the crafting task there. At the top right corner of the screen, you'll find a button that opens the job board directly. Even so, such tasks require time. To finish the build, you'll need to wait in the camp. The more hunters assigned to a crafting job, the less time it takes to complete. Alright, so we've got one. Got the charms, got items. Alright, so let's see, add item to crafting queue. You'll be ready tomorrow. It seems we only get the one thing, but oh well. Let's see, accident chance, ambush chance 0. So if I... Okay, so we're in a good position, we're in a good spot that we can literally just rest, relax, and potentially gather supplies. Particularly food, we're kind of low on that, so... Yeah, this works, I think. Yeah, why not? We'll get a bonus for staying here, because we don't have to worry about ambushes, so let's do it. Alright, wait a day. We've managed to scavenge the following resources. Item crafted. Confirm. Nice. So we don't really need a crafter anymore. Let's see. Manage the hunters. We can recruit as well. Should you find yourself in need of fresh face reinforcements, this panel will assist you. Here you may requisition new hunters by choosing from 3 available recruits. If you find no suitable prospect amongst the rabble, you may expend some food to fetch another lineup. You can also dispatch hunters to occupy the crown during times when they are not needed. Keeping a smaller crew on hand will lessen the food cost of various activities. Hunters can only rejoin to the hunting party when you visit the crown. Reclaiming and dispatching hunters each requires 1 day to take effect. Should you... Oh, we already did that. We're good, I think, at the moment. We can go back. And, you know... Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with this at some point, but I'm not entirely sure how. And in your case, we can swap out that knife for a shotgun. Alright, old friends, let's talk to someone.
Thank you!
Many thanks to you, good sir. I wish we had a more fitting reward, but oh bother, where is that damn rifle? I think I already have it. The Lady Ruth gave it to me. Ah yes, Ruth. Nasty woman, but without her would never have made it until your help arrived. Who is she exactly? She has the look of a noble, but I've never heard of a lady using a gun. Well, I shouldn't say too much behind her back. Just know she puts up a harsh mask. Underneath it all, she is a caring sort. She is a skilled healer, and she's always a great help to us outsiders, should we find ourselves sick or wounded. Act 1. We spent the next few days at the inn. Cora doesn't mind. I think she feels safer with us guarding the place. Duke is looking better. I know we should talk, but to be honest, I don't know where to start. All these new places, people, mysteries. It's a little bit too much, but I have to make a decision about where we go next, and soon. Chief, we should talk about what happened, why I left, and what I found. Tell me then. First, I left alone because I didn't want you to follow me. I thought as much, but why? And why here? And who is Ruth? How much did you decide to not share with us? I wasn't sure how my search would end. Now I see that my worries weren't imagined, though I was expecting more material threats. What do you mean? Does this have anything to do with your old friend, Wright, was it?
Yes.
Yes, Chief, but he was right. We were wasting our time in the wilds, wandering without a cause. We helped some people, but in the end, how much did it change? That some outsiders could go another month living in fear until another pack found them. This world is broken. No matter how many beasts we will slay, we won't fix it. But you thought you found a way? Wright did, and I believed him. He spoke of the beautiful world that once was full of love and passion for living, long ago when God yet lived. But he is no more. And that, my friends, is not entirely true. How so?
That is true.
It is true that our God has been dead for as long as we know, but God is not human, nor beast, and he cannot simply die without further consequence. So what of his body? That corpse is out there somewhere, rotting away, spreading corruption across the face of the wilds, a curse that gives rise to newborn madness in the dark. And so the beasts become more twisted every passing year. Our final hour draws close, Chief. Alright, hold on. This still doesn't explain why you rode out here to the Crown. I thought that was the location of the carcass. That's what Wright thought as well. We had strong evidence gathered over months of research, and I did find something there in the end. A vile will that took my face in its hands. It showed me things. Terrible things. With no sense nor meaning. In return, it took my sight. Not my finest trade, huh? Duke, where is Wright now? Chief, I know what you are thinking, and it's not his fault what happened to me. But still, you should speak to him. He was a great help to me until the Crown. You should find him at the Cavern of Whispers. It is carved into the coast, northwest of here. I would show you the location on the map, but you know. Don't worry, I'll find the way. Stay here and rest. I'll be back soon. Okay, there's a small request here, too.
Yes, yes.
Master Hunter, please call me Chief.
Chief.
Ah, alright. Chief, my old man, while he still breathes, told me many stories of hunters helping people in need. You must not see hunters very often in this region, huh? No, not at all. Duke meets with Ruth from time to time, and once the militia showed up, asking questions. He thinks you are not welcome by the townsfolk, traveler. Am I wrong? We are exiles, no longer members of society, but I have a feeling you're getting at something. Ah, yes, of course. Don't get me wrong, we are grateful that you helped us, but my boys tell me that some beasts still roam near the inn. Monsters on the road. It's bad for business, you see. Tends to take a toll on one's health as well.
Chief!
I'll take care of it. Well, really? Great, I have a gift for you on your return. My father's old trinket. He told me that it brought him luck during the war. Rewards are always welcome. We'll check the crossroads for you, and return when it's clear. Well, she's a kindly sort, but I think we'll leave it there for now. Well, I'm going to be continuing this series because we're only just a little bit in, and already this world is captivating. But until then, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.